for the China.
What's good, YouTube? R&R Motorsports back at you guys with another one. And today we are once again working on the X5. I'm not sure what part this is, but this is obviously turning the X5 into a Jeep. What we're working on right now is the off-road lighting. I know in the last episode we left off on the wrap, and as you guys can see, the wrap is holding up really nicely. It really makes this car stand out and sets it off, and it also makes the taillights look a lot better in my opinion. I feel like the black taillight or the black line LCI taillights didn't pop as well with the black paint, but now it really does stand out. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get into the off-road lighting and the rest of the fun mods. So basically what Josh is wiring up right now is, let me show you guys the front of the box if I can get this thing to fold. It is a switch panel controller. So I've seen a bunch of like Jeep and off-road guys, the Lexus dudes, whatever, basically run this box, and that's what they wire all of their lights to. And then there's a controller, kind of like an airlift controller for all my guys that are bagged. I don't know if the controller's in here now. It's not in there right now. But this controller basically that you guys see will control all of the lights from inside of the car. And then instead of like trying to find a ground and a power for every single light, it comes with this box, and I believe there's 6 slots, either 6 or 8 slots to run power for 8 different accessories. So I have 5 lights or 6 lights going on today. So yeah, the first thing that we're gonna do is wire up our switch panel controller. Alright, so what we're gonna use as the positive is obviously under the red thing, and then what we're gonna ground to is this bolt right here. So he's wiring the positive right now. Alright you guys, so basically what we ended up using for the accessory was the fog lights that I have, the DRL, I guess, fog light, whatever you guys want to call it. So when I unlock the car, as you guys can see, the light switch or whatever, the switch panel gets gets power, and then when I lock the car, it turns off. So it's wired to the battery, but it turns on and off with the fog lights. So yep, if you guys want to do it the same way I did, that's how I did it. So now what we're doing is we are looking for the, well, we pretty much found it. So you have to remove this panel, and to get through the firewall, it's right here. Let me see if I have a light battery on the GoPro. I do, thank God. So right here, this grommet right here is how you get through the firewall. So in order to run the controller for the light panel inside the car, we're gonna have to get in there. So the way that we're gonna mount the controller is right under the push to start button, right there. I'm probably gonna 3M tape it too. So what Josh is doing right now is removing this panel right here.
It's just loosening it,
or just so we can snake the wire through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it when shit goes smoothly. So Josh snaked the wire right through here, so that way we could mount the panel right here. Let's test. Press the fog light button. So basically the fog light, oh wait, the car's not in full power. Hold on a second guys. So now the car's in full power. Once Josh presses the fog lights, it should, fog lights just came on. And once the fog lights are on, all of the auxiliary lights will have power. So it's sick. And then the fog lights basically control all of the lights on the car. So if the fog lights are on, the lights will be on. If the fog lights are off, the lights will be off. Yep. So sick. Alright you guys, so the brackets that came with the light bar weren't that good. So I went to Home Depot and I got this like rubber circular bracket kind of thing. I'll show you guys the packaging later, but pretty much what we're gonna do is bolt this through that connector, And the reason why I went rubberized is number one, so it doesn't rust, and number two, if it moves around with the wind on the highway, you won't hear any rattling. So the rubber will make it, I guess, smoother. So yeah, we're getting the top light bar on right now, and then we're gonna wire it through. Let me show you guys over here, where we pulled this panel off right here, and there's actually a decent amount of space to tuck. This is the panel that we took off. It's like a windshield panel or whatever. So basically what we're gonna do is run the wiring down this channel and then put the panel back, and it should cover it and make it look OEM. So alright you guys, so this is the clamp that I bought to mount stuff, or to mount the light bar on top. But I'll probably end up going back to Home Depot and getting like a bunch of these, because I'm planning to add more lights to this. So yeah, for all you guys wondering, this is, let me show you guys the back, the clamp that you guys need. So alright you guys, so quick thing I wanted to mention to you guys is we had to change the orientation of the bracket so it comes more out. That way we can thread the screw all the way through. Eventually, once we get it like fully thread, I might get like an angle grinder or something and just cut the bottom part of the screw to give it a cleaner look. But yeah, that's how I mounted the light bar. Alright, so now that we got the now that we got the light bar properly mounted, what Josh is doing right now is using some, I think that's 12 gauge wire, and what we're doing is 14 gauge wire, and what we're doing is we're extending it, and we're gonna run it down this channel through this like weather stripping right here into the engine bay. So yeah. Alright you guys, so we extended both wires all the way down. Towards the top we added some electrical tape, that way you don't see like the green tape on the roof, and as you guys can see, it's right in there. So now what we're doing is tucking the green wires so we can reinstall this trim back onto the windshield, and then it'll look OEM. So yeah. Alright you guys, so now we pretty much got the light bar in and wired up. The next thing that we moved on to, I forgot to pick up the camera, was these pod lights, and I had to buy this bracket separately. As you guys can see, you don't have to drill your hood. The bracket just connects right down there, so it's kind of like a clamp at the back. And on the other side we got Josh extending the wire out to go to our box. So yeah, pod lights are going in now. The light bar is already wired up, tested, and it works. I just didn't get to get that on camera. I guess I got a little bit too excited, but yeah. Alright you guys, so this right here is going to be a hood light that goes right here, just in case you ever have to work on your car or anything like that and you need light and you're in the middle of nowhere. So basically what I did was I ran it through this heat shield that's on the hood, so it's going to come out right here, and we're going to zip tie it to this wire loom for the left side pod light. So yeah, this is how it's looking right now. Alright you guys, so we're still outside pretty much. We got the light if you need to work on your car at night wired up right there. We also have both sets of pod lights fully wired up, and yeah, it's starting to come out sick. As you guys can see, the whole build is starting to come together really nicely. What's it called? Yeah, so stay tuned. Alright you guys, so what Josh is drilling right now is the holes to mount the stealth light bar. So yeah, that's the holes he's putting right now, because I'm doing a light bar right behind this drill as well. So yeah, once that's done, all we have to do is clean up the wiring and we're pretty much set. Alright you guys, so the stealth light bar we just got in. Pretty much Josh put a hole right here and right there, and that's pretty much what's going to mount it right behind this grill. So let me see if you guys can see it. Oh, you can't even really see it. So yeah, alright you guys, I'm gonna put the light on so you guys can see it, but look, the light bar is basically hiding right behind that grill. So it's like a super stealthy look is what I'm going for. All right, you guys, so as you guys can see, this is just under the hood light right now, because we got Josh over there tucking away all the wires, making it look nice and clean. But yeah, this is what the under the hood light looks like, and it does really brighten up the area under the car. So it's kind of hard for you guys to tell right now because it's still bright outside, but if it was dark, you guys would see how much it brightens up the car. And it also probably will light up the grille like behind it, so it'll give it like the newer BMW look. All right, what's good, you guys? So I was actually just upstairs editing this video that you guys are seeing right now. I actually forgot about the footage on this, but basically I didn't have any footage of like the lights on and stuff, and the reason for that is I've been having this one issue where the lights work perfectly fine when the car is in accessory mode, but the minute the engine turns over and I guess it gets power from like the alternator or whatever, I think it's giving it too many volts. So basically like the controller will work, but the minute you try to put on any light, even if it's just one of them, it'll like, I don't know, it'll just cut power and the controller will shut off and then it'll flash and then restart. So I'm gonna replicate that issue in the video for you guys towards the end, but right now I'm gonna put the car in accessory mode for you guys and pretty much show you a rundown of all the lights, aside from the one under the hood, because you guys pretty much seen that in action. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna put the car in accessory mode right now. I'm gonna turn off like the AC and stuff so it doesn't pull like unnecessary power. I never ended up wiring or like mounting the remote right here because of that issue I've been having with the car driving, but I'm gonna get outside right now and show you guys what all of the lights look like. So I'll put the light bar and the two pod lights on at the same time so you guys can get a good idea of what it looks like. Let me turn off the light on the GoPro so it's not conflicting. So these are the two pod lights with the light bar on up top, and then I guess let me put on the stealth light bar for you guys so you guys can see all of them in action. I'll put all of them on, so as you guys can see I have everything on the controller. And this is what it looks like for right now. So I have a stealth light bar in the grille, as you guys can see. The accessory is wired to the fog light. I have the light on under the grille, but unfortunately it doesn't really light up the grille like that unless it's super dark out, so you guys aren't able to tell right now. And then I have the yellow pod lights, so it kind of matches with the yellow fogs that I have right there. And then obviously on top, as you guys can see, the brightest one is the slim light bar on the top. I think it looks really good. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with just the stealth light bar and the lights right now, because that's usually that's how I want to rock it once I figure out how to get it working. But yeah, so basically once I figure out like the wiring issue that I'm having, this is pretty much how I'm gonna rock it when I'm driving most of the time, with these lights on and the stealth light bar. That way I don't really get pulled over, because I'm not sure about the laws for the light bar on top, but I highly doubt the legality of that. All right, so now I'm basically gonna show you guys the issue that I'm having. So we're gonna go ahead and start the car, and then in real time, look, you guys will see the controller just like spaz out. If I end up working right now on the video, I'll be super thankful. Let me turn off the light on the GoPro. 1 second, you guys. And as you guys can see, as I'm turning off the light on the GoPro, the same issue is happening, where once the car gets power from like, I guess the engine, the controller will just trip out and I can't use any of the lights while I'm driving. So yeah, you guys, that is super annoying. So if any of you guys in the comments can tell me how to fix that, it'll be greatly appreciated. All right, oh my god, that light is so bright. Let me turn it off. But all right, you guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, The end goal of this is pretty much to turn this car into a full Overland build. So yeah, if you guys want to stay updated with that, drop a like, drop a follow. I also post before I do YouTube videos, whatever I do to the car, I put it on my TikTok. So if you guys want to follow me, I'll put it on the screen for you guys. But yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for the support. I'm out.